up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
Every election campaign is full of old talk and grand promises. Let history be your guide. Is who likely to better perform in government. Election is not about choosing perfect. They are about choosing the best one offer. Vote competent. Vote the NNP.
Building a stronger economy means all Grenadian workers benefit, those who work in the public service and those who work elsewhere. Now that the period of shared sacrifices is over, the benefits must be shared among every Grenadian. More money for house repair, more money to improve healthcare, more money for training, more money for education, and yes, more money for public servants. $55 million in various payments. We are the Grenadian family looking out for each other. And even as we fight for ourselves and our families, we always remember our neighbors. We forge ahead together.
We've got to come together, learn to love your brother, love your...
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choices. Between 2008 to 2013, the economy regressed every year. Between 2014 to 2017, the economy grew every year. Vote competence, vote NNP.
Testimonies. Sisters and brothers, the first thing I want to do is to recognize a Prime Minister, colleague of mine from St. Kitts, Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris, who is here with us this evening, watching that massive turnout here this evening. Prime Minister Harris, we're glad to have you. To the chairman of our party, other candidates, announced candidates, everyone already now endorsed. Sisters and brothers, executive members, first of all, I want to recognize the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique who are watching us here tonight live. Carriacou and Petit Martinique, we want a massive victory on the date I'm going to call very soon. Are you ready for the date? You sure? All right. Sisters and brothers, last week Tuesday, yes, it was last week in St. David's. As soon as I started to speak, a cricket come and hit me, bam in my face. I said, Nazim, leave me alone, no man. But yesterday morning early, I start feeling my throat. I start getting a flu. I said, Nazim, you again, leave me alone, no man. So that flu is called Nazimberg. Sisters and brothers, let's get serious. Tonight, we want to set the marker down for the future. Tonight, we want to dream and to talk about what's possible. Sisters and brothers, this is a party that dreams big. Because as much as we are pleased with our record for the past term, we are even more excited, sisters and brothers, about the prospects for the next term. And so we say, sisters and brothers, tomorrow starts tonight. Our past record and our demonstration of competent governance is reason enough for you to vote again for this very special team. But sisters and brothers, ours is not about just continuity, but about renewal and revival. We have bolstered our team by leaders for the future, young people and women, willing, ready, and able to be part of this journey that will take us to the next level. That's why I declare, sisters and brothers, once again, tomorrow starts tonight. These past few years, my dear brothers and sisters, we reinvented the framework to national development and empowerment. And the next team, we shall put more flesh to the bones. Indeed, sisters and brothers, the Grenada Renaissance is on. And we shall see it through. Indeed, we shall keep moving. We have a lot that we can testify to. And in a while, I will highlight some of those amazing testimonies. But your full story is yet untold. Our full story is yet to be written. For we never have accepted that our sights are set too high, nor that our ambitions are too large. And while the opposition question our resolve, we say that anyone who campaigns against the Grenadian dream, anyone who seeks to undermine our faith, will lose again. This campaign, sisters and brothers, is not just about what we have achieved, but we know we have achieved a lot. But this campaign is about what is possible and about which team is best positioned to exploit these possibilities of which I speak. In a time of continued economic growth, more employment opportunities, opportunities in tourism, agriculture, construction, revival of the small manufacturing sector, and a general economic buzz not seen for a long time in our country, we still believe that our strongest currency is hope. Sisters and brothers, we offer a platform of continuity and renewal. A policy framework that said yes, flavored by our recent success, but which in the main reaches forward. And so we remind you of yesterday, we have to, because it is important to set the record in a proper context. But tonight is primarily about tomorrow. Having said that, we have a record upon which we can run our campaign. Sisters and brothers, we can campaign on our record. Our opponents spend their time running away from their record. So NMP runs on its record, NDC runs away from its record. Sisters and brothers, the present opposition have no vision for the future of our country. So these rookies have constructed an awkward campaign of hate, slander, and anger. You ain't see how some of them face look? The men look like they're suffering so bad because they have too much hate, sisters and brothers. Well, we may try to run a campaign on hate and anger, but you can't run a country on hate and anger. They have begun to deep into the well of bitterness once again. And they have returned to their old ways of personal destruction. But the Grenadian spirit is too well-meaning. The Grenadian character too hopeful for that to work. The fake news has no meaning when the testimony of ordinary Grenadians is very authentic. My friends, my brothers and sisters, I will speak to the national context in a few moments. But sisters and brothers, these showers of blessings tell me this, that I must address the people from Northwest St. George's first. Sisters and brothers, I will not be here tonight if it was not the commitment, the love, and the sacrifice that the people of Northwest have given me over the last almost 34 years, sisters and brothers. My journey is not just about my journey, but that of a people of ordinary places like Brazan and Bushaju, Happy Hill, Montmorris, Molinier, Grand Mole, Cherry Hill, New Hampshire, who helped raise me, sisters and brothers, who sacrificed for me and who afforded me opportunities that they themselves have never had. I will be forever grateful and forever humbled. And I will try my best to continue to give them back, sisters and brothers. So tonight, let me testify to them. Briefly, sisters and brothers, because the rain is falling. I know the constituency feels satisfied with the work on our roads. Whether it's Montmorris, New Hampshire, Dega, Mango, the main road, Grenville Road, and several by roads throughout the length and breadth of Grand Mall, Molinier, Happy Hill, Defense, Shenda, Brazan, Bushaju. I know they are happy and satisfied with what I have been able to deliver. The community centers we have delivered in Bushaju, Fontenoy, New Hampshire, Cherry Hill, Montmorris, and Brazan. Many cases have been the work of community organization, not just the government. Our health centers, sisters and brothers, we have worked on. House repair for hundreds of citizens, sisters and brothers. Scholarships galore, sisters and brothers. Needy assistance, sisters and brothers. That is what we have delivered. But for the future, within the next 5 years, we want to complete the Bushaju complex as a part of my legacy of service to that community. We want to rebuild that road from the Happy Hill Pipe to Montmorris. This one-lane stuff that we built is unacceptable. So we'll build a 2-lane road from Happy Hill Standpipe to Montmorris so that all the people will be able to have a 2-way traffic. Woodford to Mondo is a dream of mine because I used to tote the yam and potato up to this mountain road. That's a dream I have, sisters and brothers, that I want to fulfill before I leave government. So, sisters and brothers, I could go on and on in the constituency, but as you know, I am, as the Prime Minister and a political leader, I have to speak about tomorrow. Sisters and brothers, we must remember where we came from. The hole from which, through collective sacrifices, we have dug ourselves. From the successes of the past 5 years is a story of commitment, patriotism of teachers, public servants, construction workers, dock workers, domestic servants, agricultural workers, fishermen, the Imani, the young people. That's the story, sisters and brothers. The successes have put this government and my team in the spotlight. But it is ordinary people like you, sisters and brothers, whose names have not been called, but that must take a bow. You need to take a bow. You, the people of this beautiful country of Carriacou, Petite Martinique, and Grenada. The partnership with non-governmental organizations, the churches, the private sector, the trade union movement, in coming together to rescue this nation. That's the story that the next generation must be told about. By February 2013, the sun was setting and economic forecast spoke to the turbulence that we went through for 5 years. Riddled by disunity, the shipping government in 2008 to 2013 was being steered by a clueless leader and his team, which began clutching at straws such as Siwong, One World, and plans for Henley and partners to implement a citizenship by investment program. That was their plan, sisters and brothers, after being viciously critical when NMP attempted it before. And as much as the economic policies were bankrupt, the biggest liability was a lack of ideas and innovation and the politics of hate and spite. Those rotten policies, sisters and brothers, put their own egos and ambitions at the center, at the expense of ordinary people. Members of their team, like Peter David, Chester Humphrey, and others, who question why they're not concerned about people, was summarily thrown out of the party. You must not talk about people. You must remember when you, the people, handed us the keys in 2013. We were deep in the middle of a Grenada worst recession since independence. But our worst finance minister posed for 4.5 to 5 years. But sisters and brothers, this was about the ego. It was not about people. That's why in Carenage tonight, they say it look, because Otway Funeral Home exists just around the corner. So it looked like a funeral. It looked like a funeral. I am telling you this, but the real funeral will come the day after I make a certain announcement soon. My friends, Grenadians have already decided. Running your mouth, bad talking people is not running a country. You hear that? Running your mouth, bad talking people and their families is not running a country. By the time, sisters and brothers, we got into government, we met an economy that was experiencing negative growth for several years. Unemployment was about 40%. Salaries to public officers were being paid late, and assets were being sold to pay salaries. Grenada was defaulting on its debt, and we were loaning money from even St. Vincent and the Grenadines and other neighboring islands, where they have their own challenges too. People were losing not their home, just their homes, but they also were losing their minds, sisters and brothers. The group was in power then, not only victimized our people, but they pauperized our people. By the grace of God and the sacrifice of our people, 2018, sisters and brothers, look far different from 2013. 5 years later, we face a new dawn. The sun is rising above Marquis in St. Andrews. The sun is rising above Chantimel and Apwet Toot. Grand Anse Valley, sisters and brothers. Young men from Paradise and Hermitage, Fontenoy and Waltham are putting their hands to work once again, sisters and brothers. They have gone back to work. Call centers are demanding more workers than we can supply. We have increased educational opportunities, and the Grenadian youth have begun to believe again. Tomorrow begins because of the work we did yesterday, and that's why we have come here today to testify. The rhythm of Grenadian life is a bouncing melody of optimism at this time. But brothers and sisters, give me room. Let me testify. My friends, during these last 5 years, this NNP administration has worked tirelessly for you and this beautiful country. With proper fiscal management, the cooperation from our social partners, the stimulation of investor confidence, the sacrifices of our citizens, and the overall promotion of national unity, this country has been able to experience positive economic growth, averaging over 5% for the last 5 years. Our national debt, sisters and brothers, have been lowered significantly. From 108% of gross domestic product, debt to gross domestic product, sisters and brothers, to 69%. And some people in the opposition simply cannot get it right. But I'm not here to teach them any longer, because when a child head hard, he head hard. Sisters and brothers, unlike what happened during the previous administration, our government has paid salaries to public workers on time at the end of every month. And unlike our predecessors, we did not have to sell one government asset to pay salaries. We have honored our commitments made to public servants, paying back pay and other benefits to the amount of over $110 million in 5 years. But we did all this under a structural adjustment program, my friends, because you, the people, put Grenada first. My friends, we are far from finished. We cannot turn back now. You hear me? We cannot turn back now. And that's why, sisters and brothers, we'll continue aggressively to pursue all economic opportunities. I say to you tonight, our project for oil and gas exploration, I am telling you this, looks very exciting. You hear me? We had a report 2 evenings ago. Grenada is blessed. Your country is blessed by the Almighty God. So he's making all kinds of opportunities away for our people, sisters and brothers, so we can do what we have to do. My friends, by passing the Electricity Supply Act, we are moving to make sure that we can reduce the price of electricity so that you the people can have an easier opportunity to develop yourself, and that the business community can create more opportunities throughout the length and breadth of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Sisters and brothers, the choice now is ours. Do we keep moving forward with the new national party? Or do we get sidetracked with uncertainty and chaos? Do we uphold the principle of sound management? Or do we go back to the days of mismanagement and infighting? Sisters and brothers, let me talk now to the future. So, under these beautiful skies of St. George's, we are pleased to announce that the future belongs to every one of us. I come in, don't write. I don't take long to come. I come in. The future belongs to Grenada. The future begins tonight. We shall continue to push tirelessly to build a modern society, but one in which our values continue to be rooted in tried and tested traditions of the old. Our policies of growth and employment will see poverty levels cut in half within the next 5 years, sisters and brothers. That is our objective. Unemployment, we hope, sisters and brothers, with the opportunities, we hope to become minimal. Because right now it moved from 40% to 24%. We will bring it down much more when we get back into God office, sisters and brothers. The next day we'll start working. The next day after the date I call, all of us will start working together. Sisters and brothers, we have some big items. We shall move to improve the sewage system in the south of St. George's in the island through a major collaboration between the Ministry of Public Utilities, NAWASA, and the Green Climate Fund. We expect to find millions of dollars, sisters, in grant support from the international community because people believe in what we are doing in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique now. We shall encourage development in technology and the dreams of the next generation so that they can create wealth for themselves and this nation. Sisters and brothers, this is a government with a conscience. Sisters and brothers, we always remember the words of the Almighty in the good book, that it says that whatever we do for the least of our brothers and sisters of mine, you do it for me, unquote. In our society, sisters and brothers, the strong must carry the weak, because this is part of our Christian values. That's why we continue to thank our brothers and sisters in the trade union movement and say, let's continue to work together. We understand the process is not easy, but we must take better care of all of our people. So the elderly must not go hungry or homeless, for we are better than that. Little children must not be allowed to grow up in substandard housing, for we are better than that. We must rehabilitate the youth that gets into trouble, because we are better than that. This is Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. We take care of our own. We are better, sisters and brothers. We know this one, sisters and brothers, is a big ticket item. But don't count against Grenada. Finding solutions to major problems. This is Grenada, Carriacou and P.T. Martinique. We shall, not will, we shall restore public officers' pensions, sisters and brothers, because people who contribute to this nation must have something to fall back on. We shall do it, sisters, although it's tough financially. In this next term, sisters and brothers, we shall implement a national health insurance. People must not die because they don't have the money for care. We will do it together because we are better than that. Once we are finished restoring pensions and implementing the national health insurance, we shall boldly move to implement an unemployment insurance scheme, sisters and brothers. In other words, when people lose their jobs, their family must not go hungry. Sisters and brothers, we shall achieve all of this together with the mandate that we seek and with this dream team of 15. My sisters and brothers, I am proud to lead this special team. And therefore, I take this opportunity to introduce them one by one before I announce the date. I am proud to call from my team Anthony Boson, the MP and the returning candidate for St. Patrick West. Tony, come and take a bow. Essential member of the team. He has been finance minister, education minister, and now minister of sports. My friends, the next person, she has taken up very well the various mantles we have given her, whether it's the Ministry of Tourism or then the Minister of Agriculture. Therefore, sisters and brothers, to carry our children, our women and elderly close to our heart in St. Andrews, Southwest, we present to you once again Yolan Ben Hosford. Sisters and brothers, I am calling them by alphabetical order. I just want you to know that. There is another member of this team that has taken many knocks from me and this government, and that has stood the test of time. A brilliant mind, a sound executive, an effective minister, a genuine friend. He's our party chairman and a returning MP from St. George's Southeast, Minister Gregory Bowen. The next brother I'm going to call is a maverick. Tobias Clement has a unique place in Grenada's political history. When he finishes off once and for all his opponent in St. George's Northeast, come that date I'm going to call just now. Toby, we can't wait for that massive licks. Massive licks you're going to share in Northeast. Our man from St. John's is Alvin Dabrio. Dabrio has his own style. And he has spent the last 5 years genuinely representing the people of St. John's. He's small and talk. He doesn't talk a lot, but he's big on action, sisters and brothers. Dabs, once again, is the man from St. John's. Sisters and brothers, the team has been strengthened and made better with the addition of Pedro David, sisters and brothers. Everybody call him Pedro. And his people calls him the people's champion. Pedro fights for the poor and vulnerable and anyone who seeks his help. And he will continue this fight, sisters and brothers, for the people of the tongue of St. George and for the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite-Matic. Pedro, come up and be right there. Good. The next member of the team has I commended for his wealth of knowledge. A man who has had enormous experience in the public service here and in the region, who has been a very essential member of the cabinet of the country. I have learned from him as others have learned from me. Therefore, St. David's, once again, we give you Oliver Joseph. The next colleague is part of the team that has renewed and revitalized this party. She has been a bright future. She has a bright future ahead of us as a politician. A politician who is passionate about people and proud of our rural roots. We could not be more excited than to have Sister Kate Lewis running for St. Andrews Northeast. Come forward, Sister Kate, come forward. She's a dancing lady. We have not only added Sister Kita to the team, we have also an exciting professional woman from Carriacou and Petite-Matic. Sisters and brothers, Kendra, you don't have to worry. Your opponents spend their time bashing you. The more they bash you, the more fortified you will be, and the bigger and sweeter will be that victory come that wonderful morning. Kidra is a young lawyer who has a bright future ahead for ourselves in politics, and who is easily, by a long distance, the better choice for the people of Carriacou. Carriacou and Petite-Matic, good night. You have her here. She's coming up tomorrow morning from St. Mark's. My next home. That is my other home. We have an undisputed champion, a lioness for our people, that Dr. Clarice Modest. She has a lot of experience in government, but she has never lost her heart and support of our people. Sister Clarice. Our candidate for St. Patrick East has spent a lifetime in educating our children and in the service of youth in this country. As a senator and minister, we have already glimpsed her capabilities. The sky is the limit when you vote her as the next MP for St. Patrick East. St. Patrick's East, Pamela Moses is ready. Sisters and brothers, Nicholas Steele is a genuine team player. Even more importantly, being a businessman and a man who knows how to run things, and get things done and create jobs. Don't be worried about his boyish looks and the fact that he can dance better than even me. He is a brilliant mind, an astute politician. The other person in the South, he call him Badmouth Ray. Leave Ray alone like he bad-mouthing people. Sisters and brothers, the next person is a champion for the nation's youth. And a woman we have all watched grown up as a politician. Emmeline Pierre has a bright future in this politics. Emmeline, you can see the crowd. St. Andrews Southeast, we want a massive victory in that constituency. The next lady I want to introduce is a politician that I really would have wanted to be when I was growing up. No one has a bigger heart for people. No one has remained more grounded. No one has served the people's agenda better. They did not call her the people's minister for nothing. My little sister Delma Thomas is a proud standard bearer for St. Andrews Northwest. And of course, sisters and brothers, your humble servant lead this wonderful team. The best team I've ever had the opportunity to lead and be part of in government. And I am therefore going into the rest of this campaign with excitement and more enthusiasm than I've ever had for a long time. I'm going to have a lot of fun in the next few weeks. Together, sisters and brothers, we can build this nation stronger. Together, we can fight for the weak. Together, we can hold each other's hands. And together, we shall keep moving. And so, friends, sisters and brothers, tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight. Tonight is not the end of anything, but is the beginning of everything. It has been a long night, and I won't hold you longer. Tomorrow morning, the Governor General would be advised by the Prime Minister to dissolve Parliament tomorrow, sisters and brothers. So tomorrow, there will be no parliamentarians from tomorrow evening. In other words, you have a cabinet of ministers running the country. No parliamentarians until you vote. The Governor General would issue writs, election writs, will be issued to the supervisor for all the constituencies the next day, Tuesday, the 30th, sisters and brothers, of January. So all the writs will be made available to the supervisors to pass on. The people will no longer be registration officers, but they will be, there will be what? They will be returning officers, sisters and brothers. The third thing, publication of notice of the writs will be in at least one newspaper on February 2nd. This is all part of the constitutional arrangement. We cannot buck the law. We must obey the law. So on Friday 2nd, at least one or two newspapers will carry notice of those writs. Fourth, before the last, nomination day for the new candidates will be Tuesday, the 20th of February, 2018. Since that's not election day yet, you know. Election day is Tuesday, March 13, 2018. Get ready, get moving, keep moving, get ready for your country. St. George is not west in the building. Oh! Who goes there? Oh! Somebody say, St. George is not west. We say. Oh! You want to hear more? Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. How many chap say? Lift it there. And the people say. Keep moving. How many chap say? Lift it there. And the people say. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. People from Northwest call me, requesting the election song. They say they can't hear from me, so they want to hear my prediction. I tell them hold on tight because I don't want to boast. Once everything goes right, we should clean up the West Coast. And the doctor already test their blood pressure, whether he run against Ali or Salisha. Alvin and Dr. Modest, them two have it locked. We declaring and go contest and George or St. Mark. Pamela and Tony both saying they ain't finished yet, so they're returning to deliver the breakwater project. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. How many chap say? Lift it there. And the people say. Keep moving. How many chap say? Lift it there. And the people say. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. They asked me about St. David and the rest are sitting St. George.
Yes, so good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique,
But we still going.
the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, all of you listening online,
St. David's
or those of you listening in Carriacou and Petit Martinique via Sister Isle FM.
as for
We do know that our listeners via 89.5 and 97.5 here in Grenada, they are off today.
Mr. David winning tongue, he not
Well, thus far,
and Nicky still go beat up Mr. Come.
there has been a power outage in the 1910 area, and as such, two of our stations are off air this morning.
Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress.
But Zingo say, don't stop the progress. We're not allowing that to stop the progress, yeah?
Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. How many chap say? Lift it there. And the people say. Keep moving. How many chap say?
So yes, indeed, we would have just broadcast for you a replay of last night's address by Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, political leader of the New National Party, as he announced the election date.
Don't stop the progress.
And as you all would know by now, yeah, whether you're in Vegas, good morning to you, my good friend out there in Vegas. Nice, yeah, no matter which part you're there, right? Nice, yeah, the election date, the 13th of March, yeah?
And tell him roll and roll, he make up his mind. Yes, Kate Louis a good replacement, so he chose to resign. As for Sister Emmeline,
Yeah, I'm seeing all of you on the live this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful morning this morning. If I start to call names there, I ain't gonna finish for about the well, we wouldn't have a program if I start to call names there, because the amount of names that I see in there, it ain't possible to go and call out all those names there this morning.
she taking the race to them right up in the front yard.
Are you registered? Remember, today is the final day for registration.
Stop the progress.
Yeah, in fact, if you're home right now, we don't mind if you leave and go to register right now. Yeah, we don't mind if you don't hear the rest of the program. You can leave and go and register right now. We don't mind.
Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Since I so put in NNP, look, I never see that yet.
Yeah, we're still opening up the phone lines though. 4407377. That's 4407377. For those of you outside of Grenada, 347-329-3101. So remember, double check, make sure that you are registered and that you are ready. Check the website peogrenada.org. I'm seeing a particular political organization telling you come to their website for them to check and see if you're registered, and you need to put in your phone number and thing. You do not need to enter your phone number for anybody to tell them to find out if you're registered or not. Let me just tell you that. They're doing that because they're trying to fish you. Also, they've got wrong information up on their website telling people that voting starts at 7 because they want you to reach late. Yeah, voting starts at 6, not 7. We have a call online. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, my dear. How are you?
Good morning, Sheldon.
Morning, my love.
Scott here. Just called to say good morning, and I'm with you. I'm listening to you.
Okay, my love.
Grenada hot as fire.
You better come down and vote.
Yes, my dear. Have a blessed day. We love you.
All right.
You're looking so pretty in front of me there.
All right, my dear. You enjoy the day.
Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Hey, morning, sir.
I could talk to you out there.
No, not off the air, sir. You'll have to call after the program. All right?
Okay.
No problem. All right? Nice. Yeah, hello? Okay, yes. I lost that one. Yeah, no call during the program and off air. You talk after. I know the station's off. We are aware of that. And Grenlec is working on that issue in the mountains. Yeah? Yeah, all our stations knock off Grenlec for any fool and thing. Yes, I said it. Grenlec playing the fool now with that. All kind of people, computer and thing blowing and all of a sudden in it. All of a sudden in it. All of a sudden. Yeah, hand me that one, let me show. Yeah, handmade. Yeah, blowing people, computer and all kind of thing. Yeah? Blowing thing from people, computer and all kind of thing right now. Who TV and all kind of thing ain't working. Yeah? No, they can't sue me. That's a fact. Yeah? All of a sudden we start to have problems when it comes to the electricity supply. Yeah? Yeah, yeah. It happened just so, ain't it? Yeah, right. Anyway, let me get them a little something there. 4407377 and 347-329-3101.
Fire, everybody start to post fire. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on.
Let's keep moving on.
40 million.
Let's go, Grenada.
Let's keep moving on.
We're moving on to March the 13th, yeah?
Make for a blind. Tell the people I said a lie. When the people give them a try, they support the country try. When they want the election, them fellas didn't have a plan. One time they get so they eat. That is why they lose every seat. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
Yes, indeed. Let's take that again.
Walk to them. Walk. Right now, Grenada on fire. Everybody start to perspire. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. 840 million. Let's stop with just on the island. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. NDC beg and beg for a blind. Tell the people I said a lie. When the people give them a try, they support the country try. When they want the election, them fellas didn't have a plan. One time they get so they eat. That is why they lose every seat. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Let's keep moving.
Yes, indeed. Remember the phone number 4407377
We performance and we have the endurance. Let's keep moving.
and 347-329-3101. Yeah, let's say a special good morning to my good friend out there in Vegas. Know that you're listening, bro.
Let's keep moving on. NDC main position.
Also, my other good partner, Doc, out there in California. Good morning to you.
If you want the country move.
Leslie, I was up and down yesterday, man, so I didn't get a chance to see you. Yeah, but Leslie, I know you're here. Florida is in Grenada, yeah? Another one in St. John, right?
Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. Keep moving, keep moving.
Anybody see Look Me up in Grenville? Tell her, say good morning. Up at the fish market, they tell Look Me and say good morning.
Right now, Grenada on fire. Everybody start to perspire. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on.
Remember, today is the final day for registration. You should be double checking with your friends and family, making sure that they are registered. If they are not registered, you have just a few hours to get to the registration office and make sure that they are registered. Not the main registration office, the one in your area. Yes, so you've got just a few hours to get there and get them registered. Yeah, we've been telling you since the beginning of last year. I've been preaching, I've been calling, I've been crying, I've been saying it. The only thing I don't say it in is Yoruba. But we've been telling you to get registered. Come inside here, man. Come. What can I think? Come and sit down there. Yeah, right. Nice, yeah. The only thing I didn't say it is in Yoruba and Ashanti. But we've been saying since the beginning of last year to get registered. Get registered. Get registered. No time running out. Time run out. Just a few hours. Yeah, but here's what you need to do. You're going to get registered if you've got a valid passport. A valid Grenadian passport. Right? Yeah, you ain't put the camera. Let people see the man. We interview the man and think there, you know, man. What? You feel the man getting away? He ain't getting away. Walk inside my studio. Get hold one time. Yes. Right? Yeah. So if you have your valid passport, your Grenadian passport, yeah, not that it expire and think you can't go with that, right? So you're going to your valid Grenadian passport. You're also going, if you have the opportunity and you have your birth certificate, the one with the stamp on it. Yeah, not the one without the stamp. Must be the one with the stamp. You could go with that one. Let me just take this call here. I see a call coming through, and I feel it's a call to tell me some good news. So let me go there and take that call. I'll come back. So we have a call online. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm quite fine.
Okay, I just called in to make an issue here.
Yeah.
Now, it's amazing how Mr. Boxe is interested in people. Right? Now, in 2013, after Mr. Boxe lost the election, he closed his office, his constituency office in Tempe for over 2 years. Right? No interest in the people. When he felt maybe the election was going to due after approximately 3 years, he opened back his office. Right, so his office was in Tempe, right? Then he moved to on Bowler Bridge, and then he moved now to Mongi, right? So where was he for the 2.5 years after the election? All of a sudden, people's interest becomes important, right? The other thing is, NDC, the birth of NDC, the genesis of NDC, right, was one of lies and truth, right? When they had resigned from the NNP that would have been something like maybe 1987 around there, right? In the days of the convention, NNP's convention used to be for I think 2 days, those who can remember, right? This Saturday, you have the delegates meeting and the elections of officers, and the Sunday to be the rally, okay? The task for various teams looking for position was that they wanted to unseat Dr. Kit as the General Secretary and put Brother Joseph, right? Other persons between that were saying, well, don't go at Dr. Kit, let's go at Blaise at the time, okay? Who say, but no, in order to get Blaise, you must get Dr. Kit first. You cannot get Blaise. So the team who had resigned from the NNP, by and large, George Brizan, the same, ex-Prime Minister Tillman Thomas and them, right? Their position was that Kit Mitchell is the one you have to go at. Now, the election had called, and they failed. The next day, they never showed up to the convention meeting for the rally. And you know what was the reason for leaving? The reason was, they say, retrenchment. I know who can remember those days. So they went on the ticket and say, NNP is retrenching. And so they're backing off from that, and they don't support that. Whereas in truth and in fact, the main aim was to get the General Secretary position. So how they got the General Secretary's position they would have stayed on. Okay? And then the following year, they was going to go for the leadership position. Right? So it's amazing how, when people talking about, the former Prime Minister Tilman Thomas is a genuine man and he believes in truth. You understand? And he is one with transparency and accountability. Right? When the money was received, the $150,000, what did he do in the papers? He printed and scratched up certain information. Right? So the people there would not see the information. Is that transparency? Is that accountability? Right? That was printed in the paper. Right? Which blocked off. The information blocked off. Anybody in accounts will tell you, anytime you do anything with white off and black off, that is not to be trusted. Right? But you're so transparent. And the printing thing on headline papers at the time, and if you can recall the time when that was done. Right? And I recall there was one accountant in Grenada who denounced that. Others was because it's on good seal and it's transparent. They have nothing to say on that. Right? So these are the kind of things that people must know. I understand that Mr. Buck is not interested in the people of the Northeast and Grenada. He's interested in himself. Where was he after 2013 for the 2.5 years? Did he have an office when people wanted to see him after and look at him? Where was he? So I thank you.
All right, my brother.
Okay.
Yes, folks. And hey, I got somebody in the studio with me. They don't laugh. They go pick up few years from the laugh alone. And I mean, some people, no, everybody go. They'll be seeing you anyway. So they'll be seeing you anyway. They're seeing you. Yeah. So I have Mr. Evelyn Alexander in studio. It was just getting Mike a little closer to your day, man. Yeah, Mr. Evelyn Alexander. That's the man I have in the studio with me there right now. If I don't know who I'm talking about and I say Evelyn Alexander, let me play a tune for you. I don't know who.
St. George's Northwest is in the house. Where my St. George's Northwest posse there? So when we call NNP answer. Oh, when we call NNP answer. Oh, when we call NNP answer. So when vote for 8 years now we walking to nation building.
Let me pull that up. Wait. That's trouble. That's trouble. That's how you ain't going back. I find you look like you come and stay one time. Yes, folks, we've got the Zingo. Yeah, he was just passing through. We grab him one time. Devon is unable to make it today, so we grab Zingo. March the 13th. Election day.
Mr. Watts, Kenneth Watts, good morning to you.
I know a lot of flight booking this morning.
I told him there is only one special Tuesday in March. I bet he's going to text you. I told you there is only one special Tuesday in March. So.
You know one thing I show on? Last night, a lot of people had the computer open and they had the booking information open for the flights.
Yeah.
So all I was waiting for was the date to book that flight.
Right now, you know a lot booking time crazy now.
Yeah, I doubt you might be able to get a flight into Grenada within 3 days before and that day itself. Yeah, it's going to be difficult.
You know?
Yeah, man.
But it's all about a serious business now.
Yeah.
You know? We take off the country to higher heights, and now it's time for we to keep moving.
Yes. And Zingo, you a lot of people don't know that Zingo was actually a former youth arm leader. So it's actually two former youth arm leaders of the New National Party that's sitting here today. And one of the other hosts, Ian Edwards, was actually the youth arm leader at another time. So it's
Ian took over from me.
Yes. So indeed. So you have 3 former youth arm leaders of the New National Party that involved with Hard Talk and thing. Ian Edwards.
Good morning, Ian.
We know you had to listen to us online this morning, man.
That's my good brother out in St. Andrews out there.
The stations could be off. They can't stop the progress. We're still dealing with the scene.
They can't stop the progress.
They can't stop it at all. What did Jab say?
What did Jab leave keep there, man?
Yeah, that's what the Jab say, you know, man.
What do you think about the people last night? Oh my God!
Not last night alone, man. I hear you touch it on the truck.
Oh yeah, well, we had a big motorcade coming down, you know.
Yeah.
Be
respectful. What you just said there?
We big motorcade.
Massive. Not to say coming out, no big motorcade. Massive.
We had a little bar. We had a bar. The bar was before we reached area.
Oh gosh,
I
no.
say, well, these people couldn't wait until they reach the stadium.
No.
I mean,
From
they
what
could have
I
finished
saw,
it in the stadium, you know?
But it looked like Northwest came now with more people than it had on the Carnage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Well, the car, what was that car? 200?
I know. I think they had a
250?
a wake. I think they had across there.
Yeah, well, I heard the number was like 200, 250.
Well, they had more than that, man. But you see, it ended up like a 9 night. At the end of the day, it ended up like a 9 nights. You know, the Jamaican them say 9 night. Over here, we had 3rd night.
Yeah.
Yeah, they end up with a kind of wake across there and all kind of thing. I hear they had all kind of procession and all kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they ended up with a 44 night instead of a 9 night. Don't worry,
I heard the little youth calling our representative a devil. I wonder if he know what he's starting.
Well, he called him a psychopath. No, he calling him a devil.
Well, listen,
a young
I
knew politics.
Him, you know? Yeah, I knew him because the groundhog don't sleep, you know. So.
Well, we could always do a tune while you're here, you know. That's not
I knew him.
We could write a song one time.
I have news for him, you know. I know he listening.
Yeah, man, he must
listen. I have news for you.
He can't help,
brother. Oh.
Tell him, your friend. Tell him.
I have news for you.
But yeah, we go tell him. We go tell him this.
Yeah, go tell him.
We go tell him this.
You know what I go tell him? Yeah, I go tell him. Somebody say, doctor. Boy, what? I feel we're taking your deposit this time. This time we're taking your deposit. I'm going all on for it. You ready? Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Don't stop the progress. Careful what you do. What I want in you. I want the chap say, lick it there. Keep moving. Lick it there. Keep moving. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Keep moving. Young man, you listening? I want you listening. Hear something. Listen to something. You're rude. The people from Northwest tell me requesting the election song. Listen. They say they ain't hearing from me, so they want to hear my prediction. Northwest, I tell them hold on tight because I don't want to boast. Once everything goes right, we're sweeping up the West Coast. And the doctor already test their blood pressure, whether he run against Ali or Sally Shah.
All you don't interfere. All right.
All you run, all your campaign, if all you want to campaign, tell the people all you want to tell them what all you go bring for them, but do not start with that because all you want to go like all you will get from the ground dogs.
They go lose.
They go lose bad.
They go lose that. Believe you can't be dog in. No. That one.
You can't have that kind of thing in the back there and want to come and call people name guy.
Talk about the Northwest.
Yeah, come and tell us what you go do in the Northwest.
Come. Calling Dr. Mitchell evil and psychopath and all these kind of things.
You're out of place.
Because Dr. Mitchell has been involved in politics longer than you have been alive. He has assisted more people than you have ever assisted or met in your life.
You see that more? You see that more than 200 guy? Something wrong with you?
Nah, man, that's more than 200, man. Oh gosh, again them.
You doing that?
Again them more than that, man.
You doing?
I mean, the UTAM rally was bigger than UTAM rally was bigger than their national rally.
You doing Nazimatics?
Yeah, I'm sure that
looks like 200 to me. Yeah, that can't even fully run, man. How many people will be in here, man? 250, right? No. You're laughing now. How many people will be in here, man? 250, right? Yeah. 250 to 280, I think.
Show them the NNP crowd. Show them the NNP. Oh, show them the NNP heights there. Yeah, you could show them the NDC.
I'll show up the crowd.
Show them the NNP and then you can show them the NDC. So we get them. We let the people make
my God.
That's one day.
That's one day. That can fully run.
That's about the same time that, and show them what NNP was looking like at that point in time. What we was looking like.
That can fully run, man. Forget that.
Nah. But there's one angle, man. Oh gosh, I want to see our next angle. Show me what them NNP height was looking like. Them NNP height was looking like that. Nice, right? Yeah. It coming up there in a little while.
Yeah.
Come nothing refreshing now. You're moving so.
No,
I see that. You seen it there.
They want the people to see. Oh my God! What's that?
Yeah. And that is NNP.
That's the ocean.
That is before everybody reached. So that was still.
I hope they know. I hope they know this lady that stand up there. That is the representative and Carrigo.
Yes.
So that was early. I hope they know that's all the figures they see in there.
Yes, indeed. And what we're gonna say is this, remember today is your final day for registration. It's 11:26 now. Means that you just have a few hours to get registered. You should have been registered already.
I just passed down by the office, the election office. Make sure my name's still on there.
Right. Nice.
Ready to ram it up to take back a certain deposit.
Indeed.
And watch me. I'm telling you now.
It's deposits we're going after this time.
We're going
not
after
just,
deposit, but
just to win.
You see that thing you start there yesterday? Look out. You share coming, brother.
And the boss ain't gonna call your name, the boss.
No, the boss don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are enough people on the ground.
You know, I was listening something yesterday. I listened Honorable Peter David speaking yesterday. Pedro even mentioned who the person he going up against was?
No.
I don't think Pedro even mentioned. I don't even think he called her name. I don't think he said nothing. I don't think he even called the person name and say, well, that's who I'm going up against.
A lot of people can't remember the name, do you?
I think it's some Claude Douglas or something. No, not Claude Douglas. I'm a partner up in St. Andrew. It's a Claude or some kind of thing. So anyway, they say we needy and greedy.
Yeah.
They say we needy and greedy. Yeah.
That again.
But
you understand?
Remember,
you're calling us needy and greedy.
Yeah. And the 13th of March is coming up.
Yeah.
The 13th of March is coming up. Remember, nomination day, the 20th of February will be the nomination day.
Yes.
So, look and see. We bring in all the candidates and make... I mean, if Ole don't want to bother again and Ole decide Ole don't want to bring nobody and nominate, like if Ole decide, we ain't going to waste that couple $100 to go up against Dr. Mitchell in Northwest. We ain't mind if Ole... That's up to all you, That's not we business. All we know is once you bring the deposit, we will be taking it.
Yes. This time.
We will be taking the deposit.
This time. We're going to make that one special.
We're not letting you all get away with that this time.
Yeah.
We will be taking the deposits. Yeah? Yes, let me just send that. Right, nice. Yeah. This one you have to send it to. Yeah. We will be taking the deposits this time. So the 20th of February will be nomination day. The 13th of March will be election day. I believe the police would be voting on the Friday.
Yeah.
I believe the police. I have to confirm that.
But they normally vote before because they got a lot of work to do on the day of election. So they normally vote before.
So we just have to confirm if it's going to be the Thursday or the Friday.
You remember that slang, right?
Yeah.
How the police go so the country going, you remember?
Let me say a special good morning to the men and women of the Royal Grenada Police Force.
Last night.
Because a particular officer see me yesterday. He say, man, you doesn't big us up. You stop big us up and all kind of thing. And I know I just big them up, so I saying it again.
Well, we can't be bigging them up too much, you know.
Next thing people say we buy the police.
We buy the police and then kind of thing.
But police officers, you start to patch pants in SSU under NDC. They refuse to buy uniform for them men. Most of the police officers actually had to go and they used to take the little money that they making and order uniform and all sorts of things, order the camouflage and all different things on their own. The shoes,
Sheldon,
had it not been for the Catholic Church, God bless them.
What they did. They want the date.
Yeah.
Call the date.
Call the date.
The date call now, they have a problem. What's the problem?
Guys.
You know, I have a message for them. It's a simple message. Listen, all I ask for the date, all I get it. All I have a problem with it, come the 14th and vote.
Now, well, you still saying the 14th. No, Zingo.
Zingo,
I will not say a thing like that. I would
encourage them to come and vote on the 14th because they have a problem with the date and the 13th. Listen me. This thing is set.
Zingo.
It's signed, it's sealed, it can't change. It's not going to change.
I will not
they have a problem
on hard talk and encourage the people in the NDC who have a problem with the date to go and vote on the 14th. They could go and vote on the 30th. Because when our victory celebration taking place, we don't want nobody passing and harassing us and unbugging us. Yeah, you could stay inside, sulk and cry. But we don't want nobody blocking you. Go and vote on the 30th of March. Yeah? Go and vote on the 30th of March. Because can't understand something.
Call it in.
You've been asking for it to know. Hear you.
Ting Doc. Call the date. Repeat it after me. Call the date. Call the election. Call the election. You ready for
yes.
Now you get your vex.
Yeah.
Huh? You get it there.
No, you get it. You're ready.
One call.
That only says one thing, Sheldon. That the whole from the leader go right down, they lazy. That had to be laziness. You have 4.5 years to prepare your party. Well, listen me. We go right up the 19th coming soon. So that means we right on the brink of 5 years. So election must call after.
5 years from the election, but technically you have to call the election 5 years from the date of the first sitting of Parliament,
right? Which
was on the 27th of March 2013. I would know, I was sitting at one of the tables. Yes, the 27th of March 2013. So it's 5 years from the 27th of March 2013 that you have to measure.
But whether or not, Sheldon, you know it coming, it must come.
Yeah.
And you telling me now.
They want to. You want to hear them again? Hear them.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you this one. I hear them say, what will I say? Oh, we take all the buses? Well, let us sue me because I hear they ain't pay them busmen and them from since the last election.
They could sue me too. I always say no.
I get good word that Friday gone, they start giving them a little thing from what they owe them from last election. Not last rally, you know. Last election. Come on.
And
who does that?
I hope I went and pay the lady in River Road there because
the lady in River Road
she wants she money. She electricity and not nothing use. She wants she money. Go and pay the human, right? Yeah, I does owe people too, and I have to pay and I don't have a problem with that. You're a political organization that say that you have the capability and competency to run the country. Go and pay all your bill.
Run what?
Yeah. They would say they can't run the organization, they want to run the country, and then they asking
the thing, doc. Call the debt. Repeat it after me. Call the debt.
Yes.
Call the election. Call the election. We ready for you.
Ready for we?
And as soon as you get the election date now,
panic.
That is not a good day.
What do
you mean that is not a good day?
Shame on us.
You had an opportunity through the constitutional reform process to have a say in when the date was going to be.
Yeah.
And we'd have had a fixed date. Everybody would have known long before. Nobody would have had an advantage over anybody. Because you would have voted and said, yes, we want a fixed date. You take it out of the hands of the Prime Minister. You place it into the hands of not the cabinet, but you put it in the hands of the Parliament.
Yeah.
Where the 3 NDC people, if they decide to show up that day, well, would have been about 4 because you had Ray inside and 5 if you count the agricultural man.
A snake on the grass.
Right. So you had 5. Yeah. So you had them, and they would have had a say in what the final date that is set every 5 years for general elections is. They would have had a say. So everybody would have known. But no. You go out and encourage people to vote no.
Vote no.
And now you're coming back and you want to vex because you said you are happy with leaving the power in the hands of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell.
Noticing one man shouldn't have all that power.
That is why the night he had to take a drink of wine because he said, thank you very much. It shows you have a lot of confidence in me.
Yeah.
So the man drinking wine the night.
They cry now.
Yeah.
One man shouldn't have all his power. No, they want it, they get it. They call it. No, I hear Mr. Ray commenting and talk about Dr. Keith forget about Uncle Gary now. How Chester and Peter have him. What happened to Ray Roberts? Ray Roberts think that's the first time my election was calling Grenada in March 13th? Son, guy, you want to come into politics, know your history before you come and talking stupidness. Don't talk no stupidness. Dr. Mitchell run on a slate already with the election in March 13th in 1990.
And
so what happened to Uncle? So Uncle Gary wasn't there then?
He won his seat.
What happened? So Chester and him make that decision then? But
we know the 1990 general election.
Don't get Northwest people read up here. Because I'm just taking the whole constituency and Northwest and come and campaigning this out, you know. The entire one. They say they still don't do everybody. We put in more weight on top of it.
In fact, I think that's a good idea, you know. Yeah, I think all of us going on in this song.
Yeah, I think we change our mind.
We don't just want Nikki beat you now. We want to embarrass you in the process. We'll politically embarrass you.
Yeah.
Talking about who pan should bust down and thing. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, gentlemen. Morning. Well, don't worry about them. March 13th is election. I know. But I'm leaving on Wednesday, but I'm coming back on the 12th. Take it on Bucharest.
All right. Well done.
Election.
Okay, brother.
We making no joke with that.
Yeah. We ain't playing that.
You know, I enjoyed myself yesterday. I know when I came back, I was watching the other program because, you know, I just had to watch everything.
It's important.
It's important.
And this morning I hear on the program how we had people all over the carnage. I mean, 4,000 people is not a lot of people, you know. But 100. He had people like San yesterday, you know, by us. But I had a good time.
Nice, beautiful.
I'm glad to know that we're moving forward. We have a great team. And everything. Forget Ray. You see, Ray is not a man. You see, common sense is not common. And Ray don't have common sense. And he don't know history. He don't know his history. Ray will jump up at anything. It's like you're in the ocean, you're drowning, but you're trying to, even if a straw pass, you go try and grab onto the straw to save your life. Everything go save your life. So, forget, in fact, Ray is not important. What we know is, this is what I want to say to Grenada. Other people down in the stadium yesterday, that's good. The people is not important if they don't go out and vote on election day. You have to be registered. Going at the polling booth is what is the most important thing. And then we're going to say, well, we have victory. You understand?
Yes,
indeed. I know Minister Lewis' constituency is calling for us. I don't know anybody else to come after, but, well, you know, that's the only competition we have.
All right, my brother.
So, Minister Kate Lewis, I think we're going to declare her seat first.
Brother, we already declared Northwest and St.
So take care.
So, right. We already declared Northwest and St. Mark. But anyway, Delma Thomas says she declaring first too. But,
Delma had.
The thing is this, and I think we need to put this in context. This is not the first time that we've had, and this just follows on these stupid arguments. There's no other way to describe it. It's idiotic and it's stupid.
It's idiotic.
And it shows desperation and a break in morale by members of the NDC. Yeah? That you can argue that, one, the election will go into the Lenten period, and two, that election is March 13th, both of which have happened before.
Yes.
The last election that the NDC lost 15-0, they lost it during Lent.
Yes.
The last couple of weeks of the campaign was during Lent.
They call it.
And was called by Tillman Thomas.
They call it.
A Catholic himself.
They call it.
Yeah, devout Catholic himself.
It was during Lent. They call it.
And it went into Lent.
Come on.
So
what are you talking?
Don't come and try to berate Dr. Mitchell and praise Tillman Thomas when he did this exact same thing. Then, in 1989, you had the death of Herbert Blaze. You then had Ben Jones taking over the TNP. The TNP.
Yeah.
And he called an election early in 1990. In other words, he came in as the new leader of the party. He wanted his own mandate. He called a general election for the 13th of March, 1990.
So then guys want to come in politics and they don't even know history.
The NDC formed a coalition government along with Edsel Thomas from the GULP.
From the GULP.
Gary Party.
Yes.
Came over with the members of the... So NDC didn't win no election in 1990. Let's get that clear. Stop the stupidity. NDC did not win any election in 1990. They won some seats and they formed a coalition with Mr. Edsel Thomas of the GULP.
These two seats could have formed the coalition with anyone of the
They could have gone the NNP direction. They could have gone any other direction. But they formed the coalition.
TNP won 2 seats also.
Right. And they formed the coalition.
They could have formed the coalition also.
Right.
So it was a coalition government.
So it wasn't an NDC victory. People saying NDC formed the government, but it was not an NDC victory in 1990. Let's get that clear. Yeah? So when they come in and berate Dr. Mitchell now for having an election on the 13th of March, none of all you does have any function on the 13th of March. You have some revolutionaries, some guys who used to be in the revolution, former PRA, former militia, and other members who may have a little get-together somewhere on the evening time on the 13th of March. But you don't see any major activity in Grenada for the 13th of March since the end of the revolution in 1983? There is not. Yeah? But some people want to talk like the day so sacred.
Like the day so sacred.
Like, you know, like you call our election on Christmas Day. So like it's a day that's so sacred that you shouldn't have any activity on it. It's not the first time. Stop the hypocrisy. I think we have somebody on the phone line. Let me see you there. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning, caller. You're live.
Good morning.
Yeah, just lower the volume in the background and go right ahead. You're live.
Good morning, Scott.
Morning.
We declare in W seat for St. John's.
You see? Let me see, eh? Okay. All right.
We see in the West Coast.
I ain't doubting that.
W seat is going to declare first in St. John's. It's Risha, eh?
Yes, Risha. I'm not
doubting
it.
W seat first in St. John's.
Yes, my dear.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Hello? Yes, go right ahead. Yeah, take the volume off of the background. You go ahead, caller. We're hearing you.
Yeah. After telling them the elements of NDC do not like March 13th. Because March 13th is the ex-soldier who's speaking here.
Yeah.
March 13th, when we had a revolution, the same elements, the guiltiness that brace on the conscience of destroying the country, it brace on them again. So they're so afraid. So that's why they are condemning that number, because they don't want to revise all the wicked ideology they transferred in Grenada. So they don't want young Grenadian people to know the truth. Because when that kind of number registers in the atmosphere, many questions shall be asked, and all kind of uproar about March 13th and the revolution go be in the picture. So they shame. That's my contribution, and thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, and you see, the thing is, I see Joe Clark saying it here on the live. He says they did not win. Edsel joined them, and they cursing Peter for joining NNP.
Yeah.
Talk about hypocrisy.
Yeah, they're hypocrites.
So, in other words, they could not have formed the government in 1990 if somebody from another party didn't come over and join. But they want to curse Peter David.
No, but
after Peter didn't leave the party, you all disrespectfully dismissed him from the organization. And now he's at home in the house. Man, relax.
They miss the man.
We know it's Tabanka.
Tabanka, they miss the man. You know,
they having a Peter David Tabanka.
Yeah, they miss the man.
Yeah.
He ain't going back.
And he tell them all here. He tell them all. He tell all you he ain't coming back. So just live with it now.
Yeah.
All you go on the carnage, people don't come in all it. I pass it on the carnage, really. I see all them fellas and them outside, all them young ladies. I see everybody NNP t-shirt.
I see them.
And I see they're getting ready to waiting for the transport to go on the motorcade.
I see fellas I never thought would have a green t-shirt.
Yeah. They have it on, you know.
They have it on.
Wow.
They ain't ready.
Them men and them have it on. We have a call on the line. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm calling all the way from New York City.
Yes, my love. I hope you book your flight already.
Of course.
Right.
And besides that, I'm registered. And I say 15 seats cleared, landslide victory.
I hear so broom selling. I hear so broom selling.
I've been with all you from day one. I mean, I had to come to work this morning and I got up so late because I listened to that thing whole night last night.
Oh boy.
Last night was a classic.
Yes. Indeed. And Doc was at his best last night.
Yeah.
They're gonna get something to talk about this year.
Yeah, let her call us names. We ain't calling nobody names, but they better be careful because people like me and Zingo, we mouth do good. So they better stop the name call thing because we could call names too, eh?
But I don't understand why they're talking about March 13th. March 13th, I mean, it's a significant day. They don't want a significant cutoff.
Well, they could go and vote on the 30th. We don't mind. If they don't
yes,
like
and
March
that would
13th,
be very happy for us because at that time, I say we wouldn't get no obstruction. Yeah. No direction, Congress better stay in a corner.
Yeah, if they're upset and they don't like March the 13th, they could go and vote on the 30th. We don't mind.
They want the date, and when they get the date now, they're talking about the date.
Maybe they could try February the 29th. They could go there and vote, yeah. They could go and vote on the 29th of February. We don't mind.
They could come on the 32nd. That's okay too.
Yeah, that's when they does pay.
That when they used to pay.
Yeah. We know they know them date day. They used to pay then.
Anyway, guys, you guys have a good day. I'm going back to work.
And make sure and keep in contact with your friends and your family down here. Make sure and keep in contact with them, eh? All right.
Yes, I will.
All right, with you.
All right, bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, Zingo, we ain't playing that with them, you know. We ain't playing that.
We ain't playing that.
We want deposits.
Yeah, and we ain't leaving that job for the MP and them.
We operating.
We the operatives gonna take care of that.
And on election day.
All I wanna call him, we gonna take care of that.
Yeah. He had to say nothing.
He had to say nothing. We are gonna take care of that.
On election day though, we want to operate like the American military. It's our fellas that fight in the Spanish-American War back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, somewhere there. And America does still go and find them because they believe leave no man behind.
Yeah.
On election day, we leaving no man, no woman behind. We making sure that everyone is registered.
Them fellas will send anyway the people they send
we making sure, They still have teams of fellas right now combing the Vietnam jungle to try and find guys that died there close to 30-something, 40-something years ago. They're still searching there to find them. Leave no man behind. On election day, leave no man, leave no woman behind. When you go and vote, make sure and check if they vote. Don't let them just say, yeah, vote, man. Watch the finger.
Watch the finger.
Watch the finger. Make sure that they go and vote. And I see somebody saying, Mama Mitchell is a gem of a mother. She tell her son. And imagine, this disrespectful woman going to call our radio program this morning trying to disrespect Mama Mitchell. Watch. If you want to see Northwest people get bad.
If you want to see Northwest people turn up on her.
If you want to see Grenadians get bad, leave Mama Mitchell name out your mouth. Yeah. Leave her name out your mouth. Let me have a nice campaign now. Let me speak issues now. Let's speak, Zingo is a man in culture. Let's speak culture. Yeah. Let's speak housing. Let's speak healthcare. Let's speak economic performance under the NDC versus economic performance under the new National Party. We're going on. Listen, if you know, just leave that lady alone.
Mama Mitchell had no paper reading last night.
Right. The woman talk from she had. I hope when if all you ever, God bless you with good life and strength, that you could reach that age, that you could able and stand up and articulate in the way that she was able to stand up and articulate, and she ain't afraid crowd. Some people ain't going in front of the crowd, so she stand up and she speak. She has given her son the Grenada. Yeah? And we have to respect that. I think we have a call coming through here. Yes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sheldon. What's up?
Hey, quite fine, sir.
Well, we in Carriacou, we're ready now. We're going down Kim building and just borrow down there and vote.
All right, but you make sure you're registered.
I register, man. You're joking that? I register wrong.
Rena registered?
Zingo.
Hey.
What's up, big man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, well, the carnival is the 12 and 13 in Carriacou. You want to come up and do a thing, you know?
I know. I hear you, man.
Hey?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right. Well, you take it easy, big man. We're listening to you up here.
I make quite a voice, too.
Right.
Indeed, 440.
Good morning to Carriacou, you know.
And Petit Martinique.
And Petit Martinique, you know, a lot of family up there, right?
Yes, I realize that because you'll be calling some name in Carriacou. At least you don't have to go and plan as Bush people to know. All right. Yeah. Zingo know your family in Carriacou.
I know my family in Carriacou.
We don't have to go and take picture we plan action bush up there for anybody to know who is with people in Carriacou.
And listen, it'll take me on what years, as them Carriacou them, everybody know now.
You're always there.
And if you realize, when I sing the passport song, you should realize that song come out from the heart, right?
Yes.
Right. So,
yeah, man. Yeah. When he said the heart, he mean that heart, eh? Yeah, right.
Not the one that open up.
They see certain people do a heart because they're wearing it on the chest because they don't like people, so the heart on the chest, not on the inside. And the one or two fellas that actually had a heart on the inside and used to wear the shirt, they kick them out. So they find a place with other people like them who heart is on the inside and they care about people. They come in the home of the new National Party. So they feel at home. Yeah? And look at Mama Mitchell, a lady, she's what, 95?
Yes.
I think she's 95 now. And still very active, vibrant, articulate. And I mean, that could only be through the blessings of God.
Yes.
And you know what she always says? And what Dr. Mitchell himself at 71 says? He says that if you want to live those sort of age, you cannot hate people.
Yeah.
You cannot hate people and going to bed because you're vexed and you're upset and you hate people. And so it ages you. It gets you upset. I mean, that's why some of them used to wonder, well, where's this man age? They know my age. You can't tell my age easy. Yeah. You know why? When I go to bed, I have no ill will to nobody. I go to bed, I go and sleep. Yeah, I leave that day. You understand? Love people, help people. And she said it last night.
Yes, she said it.
Help
she said
people. Yeah? And that is the individual that we call the doctor, the right. And if you look at the NNP team, it's a team of people. So
yeah, man.
You understand? That is why we go take a team from Northwest and we going down in the south.
Yeah, we going down.
We going and canvass every house in the south.
I said we were staying home this election, but now I changed my mind.
And we still taking the deposit up there.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
We still taking the deposit up there.
Yeah, I changed my mind.
But Zingo,
I will call the boss later on. I changed my mind.
Yeah, man. We had to deal with them.
Yeah. We go canvass every household longly.
Yes. We are making no joke with them. We not making joke. In fact, watch. We go play our next man tune. Even though it's Zingo, you're playing our next man tune.
NBC can come back at all. Not one seat for them. We want progress and no more scandal. Not one seat for them. Hear what I tell all you. When you vote in election, they let the progress continue. Not one seat for them. We cannot take that chance. Not one seat for them. Green is the insurance. Not one seat for them. We got to keep moving. So this election, when all you vote, let us bury Nazim. 5 years ago, we made a change because the country needed to be rearranged. LDC got in power, the country they couldn't run. Instead of lifting us up, them buggers they bring us straight to the ground. Look at how the country take off, man with so much speed. Just because we give Dr. Mitchell another chance to lead. When keep they in power, man we does beat with chest. Because that is the only time we country does make progress. Not one seat for them. Get the broom and let we sweep clean. Not one seat for them. Forget broom and we vacuuming.
Yeah, forget broom, we vacuuming. So all brooms allowed, vacuum goes allowed too. Nice.
Vacuum was allowed.
Certain people went up in the Northwest and was saying that Brazan people eating out of the garbage dump and all kind of stupidness. Oh, they coming down with bag like they shopping and thing. Yeah, and all they going to tell us that up there to come and get vote. When I say us, I mean Zingo and them.
We waiting for them.
Yeah, come.
Come. We waiting for all you.
We'll teach you a lesson election day. Come. It's coming. It's coming. The 13th of March.
The 13th of March coming.
All you ask for it.
They ask for it.
Coming. So all you ask for it.
Call the debt. Repeat it after me. Call the debt.
Call the election. Call the election. We ready for you.
Yeah, now the date reach, all you vex.
All you vex.
The date reach, all you vex. The date come, all you get it. March the 13th, you get it. You wanted it, you get it. But we know something. We had to talk to Otway. As Doc said, they went down close to Otway already. So he measure, and he think already. Yeah. He look at the stage, he take a good look. Yeah, we sure he come outside, he take a good look, watch the stage, he say, okay, thing, that one is that height, by that width, that kind of thing. Because there's a lot of political cemeteries go be full immediately after this general election. Yeah. And it's not NNP people go be going in there.
I wonder if the fella go be looking for a walk outside again.
Well, I can understand him, because last time you expect Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell to recommend you for a job. Dr. Mitchell spent an entire election campaign saying how unfit you were as an economist. Look at the state of the Grenadian economy. Then he is supposed to take his goodwill and his good name to recommend you to go and mash up somebody company.
Yeah,
or to mash up some organization. He has told the Grenadian people you're incompetent. So after saying a man incompetent, you just say, that man can't cut here. He's a barber, but he can't cut here. That boy is the worst barber ever. Barber. And then
you go take him to go and cut.
Yeah.
Cut the governor general here?
Yeah.
Nah.
Immediately after? No.
Let me tell you something.
That's just common sense, but then common sense ain't too common with something.
If the party, our party here, say like when we were in opposition and we hear Dr. Mitchell looking for a walk outside of the Caribbean, you think he will be the leader still? How your leader could want to leave his troops? Look. You know, I disappointed with some people. You see we good friend Trigzo and them are disappointed with them. Yeah. You know why? You know why? Trigzo put his neck on the block and he tell young people, we're not going to send you home. And the man who is the leader now, take on your own, send home everybody. But and they still out there now.
Trigzo stand up there and let it happen.
And so stand up there and let it happen too.
I'm blaming him.
After you put your neck on the block.
And then he does lie bad too, so.
But, and then you come back and you sit down under this man now. A man who wanted to run away, leave the party and go and take a job outside.
But you ain't realize
which leader does that?
You realize it doesn't put Trixo on programs to talk. You realize very, very rare that does lame out.
Well, it doesn't put nobody on program.
They're afraid. They do a whole election campaign focusing on one individual.
Yeah.
No local ad with a local, whoever the guy is up in Northwest there running against the doc. No local ad saying, oh, hi, my name is whatever, and that I am from so-and-so and vote for me. No, they ain't spending a couple $1,000 and do that. They ain't put none and say, well, let me go and send David. And, oh, my name is so-and-so, and I'm representing the NDC, and I would like your vote. No, they didn't do that kind of ad. Every ad and all the focus has been on one candidate at the NDC. One, because that's the selfishness of the individual, you know. They are a very selfish organization with a very selfish leader.
Well, let me tell you something. You hear what I say? That is it. When you hear Toby put that licking on him, that is it. That is it. Yeah. That is it. Toby, good morning.
Toby, you want to send some Northwest people over to help you over there too? Sending some to come and campaign.
We on border with him. We on the border. We always going over to Toby. That's my neighbor.
We've been very careful what we say, because next thing all they want to go and say we pardon vote and we send people from Northwest to come and vote across. They know. We ain't trying, we all are trying. We ain't trying that.
Yeah.
We're certain people and them that should have been in Northwest end up in Northeast. Don't worry, they're coming right back. Yeah, come and face the pressure. Don't run from Doc.
Stand up there.
Don't run from Doc.
Yeah.
Live in Grand Mall, but you're registered in Tempe. You understand all you? We're trying. Stay there and vote.
What are trying? They think
Stay there and vote. What happened?
The groundhog are out, guys.
No, they're shame, because on election day, is that difficult? Come on. I mean, is that difficult? Like you say you live in Cherry Hill. It's a difficult thing to be at NDC on election day and you're going in the polling station
and you know this lot.
You look in front of you. And you look in the back of you.
And you know this lot that you're uncomfortable in the line.
Boy, why are you going and do this shopping for, boy? What are you wasting that time for? You're going, okay, let me say in Happy Hill. So you're going and vote in the Happy Hill, the Ugandan Matters school.
Yeah.
And you look in front. And all you see is, you see that about, let me say, you're looking at the Sandy family alone. You look at the Sandy family alone. That's about 50 so. So you look in front. You look behind.
You see the Charles and them behind you.
While you're going there, you see a set walking coming. And you realize what's going on. And you're there now and you know you're going and put your little thing next to the heart of the boy. But born in your, when you're reaching there, you ain't even seen the heart. You're putting it by the house. So you're saying, me, I changed today. You're putting it one time. It's a difficult thing. So we understand why some all want to run from Northwest and end up in St. John. When you're supposed to be in Brizan, you're ending up in Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah? We know. Don't think we ain't watching.
We're watching all you.
Yeah? You can't be from Mount Moritz and you end up in Boca. No, it ain't happening. Don't try that.
You have a road.
Stay there.
You have a road in the back of Moritz. They could pass there.
Yeah.
I think that's what they tried.
Yeah. What did Jab say?
What did Jab say? Leave key day. Leave him day. Leave key day. And let us keep moving, Grenada.
So,
keep moving.
Folks, we said it to you. We expect a very nasty campaign from the National Democratic Congress. Last night was just a taste of it.
Yeah, and we have
Ray Roberts on the platform talking about who, when Dr. Mitchell Bendong, what should happen, pants should tear and everything should fall out and all this kind of nonsense. You had them calling him evil. You had them basically accusing the new National Party of Obia. As KB always says, that's one of the things they're going to blame and they don't blame.
Yeah.
But it's that one name I doesn't call, but the guy that does do the morning program for them. The one that does do the Sunday program for them, the political leader and Obia, that is who they're going and blame for when they get what is coming their way. And they're seeing it clear, but NNPites at the same token, do not be complacent. Zingo, tell them.
I know, get up early, call somebody, tell somebody, bring out somebody.
Yes.
Make sure somebody go with you. Don't leave nobody home. Don't get complacent. There is nothing as we win already.
Yeah.
We never trod on this nonsense.
Exactly.
Nonsensical statement. We win already.
Every one of you.
We are going to take victory after polling division close, and we know that all we troops go out and vote.
Exactly.
Once you hear we troops go out and vote, then we know celebration time.
And remember, I always use the example of the 2003 general election. Zingo could tell you.
You have an example I could use, but I don't want to use it.
Look at what happened. 2003 election campaign, we were coming off 15 seats.
Yes.
We had won 15 seats.
Yes.
Heavily. Some margins were in the 80-something and 70-something percentage.
70-something percent.
We won those seats in 1999 comfortably.
Yeah.
And by 2003, some people became complacent.
Yeah.
And 6 votes in Karakou that save us. So if 6 people had taken the attitude that some of you may be harboring right now, you look at the massive crowd last night and you say, oh gosh, NNP have it. So me need to go and register today.
Yeah.
You better go and register. Because if 6 people had thought like that in Karakou in 2003, we'd end up with Tillman Thomas as Prime Minister of Grenada when Hurricane Ivan hit. And Nazim Burke as Minister of Finance when Hurricane Ivan hit.
Yeah.
That's what we'd end up with. If 6 people had thought, as some people acting right now, they look at the crowd and they say, whoa, look at people. Well, my voting count, they have enough people here to vote for them. If 6 people had thought that way in 2003,
yes, in Karakou,
we would have ended up with Tillman Thomas as the Prime Minister. And believe me, I'm saying this because we saw how incompetent as a Prime Minister he was across the board. He couldn't hold a team together, much less a country. He couldn't hold a team together. Yeah? And that is the individual we would end up with as we Prime Minister at a time when we needed to unify to build our country. That's how dangerous this thing is. That's how important your vote is. That's how important.
Every vote counts.
There's an election, I believe it was 67, in St. Patrick East, I believe it was, that Dr. Wellington Friday won by exactly 1 vote. 1 vote, yeah. There's also an election that happened up the islands in one particular country. The election before, the person that won by exactly 1 vote. The next election, they lost it by 1 vote.
Yeah.
So the one person, the one floating voter there, that person go one side one day and they go the next side the next election. That's how important your vote is. You don't want to be going and cry in front nobody place as some of you all did in front Emlyn Pierre house. I was there. I saw you all. So don't give me this kind of thing about Miss Pierre win already. Miss Pierre don't want to hear it and I don't want to hear it.
And me don't want to hear it. Go out and vote.
Go out and vote. The 13th of March, you have enough time to make plan. And let me tell you, your boss man can't tell you that he ain't sending you.
He can't say that.
He can't say that you ain't getting no time to go and vote.
No time. You could go and line up in that line could be from long as here to Bajo. You in the line.
As far as we concerned,
you
must vote.
You must vote. Anyway the line is, join it.
So if they think that going and lie and going and bad mouth and bad talk people, attack Chester Humphrey, attack Peter David, attack Dr. Mitchell, attack me and Zingo, attack us. We skin thick. We could take it.
I hope they know Chester could go in the green color from today. Everything dissolves now.
Yeah, that's it.
You ain't bound to win or red and white and thing now. Right.
This time,
so keep attacking.
The Prime Minister has already been to the Governor General.
Yeah.
And therefore the writs are being prepared.
Busy right now.
Yeah, the writs are being prepared and will be distributed as of tonight or tomorrow morning. Yeah. And that's it.
That's
no more registration. So who in and who out. So make
sure. Call it. I'll look at it now.
Yeah, make sure that he's in. Make sure that you're in. Yeah, let me get them. Yeah. All they wanted it. Yeah, all they getting it now.
Call the thing, doc.
Yeah.
Call the debt. Repeat it after me. Call the debt.
Call the election. Call the election. We ready for you.
Yeah, all you wanted it. All you get it. Yeah, all you get it. But you know, folks, it is Independence time. We will not be having a rally on Sunday. I don't think we have a rally on Sunday. But Independence Day next week. Remember, get your national colors. You can go on down to Helen Murray in town. She has the Independence clothes for the children and all kinds. Yes, Zingo.
You know what I'll go there and say, eh? Last time I ordered me things from Helen, I love to know I ain't get it.
Don't worry, man. Helen goes set you up nicely. So
Helen Murray. From since I was in New York and I don't get it.
So Helen Murray.
And you send the message for her and I know you send the message for her.
Yes, indeed. And then also my good friend Dali up there in St. Andrew. She has her Independence wear ready as well. But you know, watch.
I think Wagidia bingo Sunday, boy.
But you know, after Hurricane Ivan, you know, before Independence celebrations were not as high key as hype as before, I find. But after Hurricane Ivan, you know, a lot of Grenadians got up and they look around And when February 2005 came, they look around and they say, boy, we survived that, boy.
Yeah.
And then by the time 2006 came around, they look around, and that is the most flags I ever see. In the 22nd anniversary.
I feel like getting somewhere. I feel like getting somewhere with that. Don't try that at me. Man. I know you're getting somewhere with that. I write the lyrics. My lyrics. Wave your national color, wave your national flag. Let them know that we get ever conscious of God. Wave your national color, wave your national flag. Let them know that we get ever conscious of God. Flag on it, 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 flag on the seat, flag on the table that they eat. Flag on the left, flag on the right, flag on the day, flag on the night, flag on building, flag on ceiling, flag on the is the most flags the madman ever see. On the 32nd anniversary. You know something strange enough you talk about that. You know, Sheldon, when the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique give these guys and them a chance to rule the country, you know, the first independence celebration, they ban this. They say no more flag on here, no more this, no more that,
no more painting,
more painting. These guys and them, they just don't care about people. They don't care.
It's what they have is selective patriotism.
Yeah.
And so they would put their party before country. Yeah, they put their party before country at all times. In the New National Party, you see how we do things? God first, country after, and then the party. Other people and them, I know, like it does mix up the whole thing. It's all kind of direction that does go with it. But at the end of the day, remember, we are all one people. We are all Grenadians. Zingo has fans who are members of the NDC.
Of course.
Yeah, he has many fans who are members of the NDC. When Zingo go on the stage in a Soca Monarch.
Right now, NDC don't have everybody.
Yeah. Everybody in one.
Everybody, listen to me. Everybody, I think I look back since last night. Man, like all who was in NDC swimming over there. Swimming come to the house.
It was like an NDC convention in 2007.
They swimming come.
And we love every one of you.
And we welcome them.
Yeah. Because you see nobody showing anybody animosity and that kind of thing. Yes, so remember folks, it is Independence time and we love our country. And we're not just saying that. We're actually doing things to make our country move forward.
Yes.
While some badmouth everything, they would take negative news and spread it to try and give the country a bad name outside there. We do everything we can do to make our country we got to make it the best, and it is the best.
It is the best already.
Yeah, it is the best. And we know that the New National Party is the best choice.
Only choice. The only choice.
For moving Grenada forward. Folks, that's all the time we have for today. Wait, good. All kind of people started jumping on the live there this morning. Watch, I never see me live look like that. Watch, them fellas must take the current all the time. They take the current outside, we get current inside we. Well, folks, as we say each and every day, in whatever you do, whatever you say, do it safe and secure because you got to be in it to win it.
Yes.
No, I know what you just say.
You
got to be in it to win it. No, we say do it safe and secure because we want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. Love each and every one of you. We apologize for those of you that have been trying to listen via the radio stations this morning. Due to no fault of our own, the power has been disrupted in 1910. So all the stations that broadcast Hard Talk are off air for today. I don't know if they've came back. So I don't know if we got a piece of the program on air or whatever it is. But it's off. We will be rebroadcasting tonight on 89.5.
Yes, yeah.
We will have that rebroadcast tonight. Once they're back up and running, we will have the rebroadcast. There will also an additional frequency. I just can't remember the frequency off the top of my head. We'll let you all know that as well. So that's all the time we have for today. Zingo must pass here more often. Yeah. Like we had to make all the artists pass sure. Yeah, no, talk to Specky and them.
Yeah.
Like everybody got to pass you.
Yeah.
But definitely we want to thank you so very much, Zingo. And as you could understand, as I said before, Zingo, what area did your studies in? I know a lot of people don't really know much about Zingo. Before we go, let me just dip into Zingo for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Because it's not like we're trying to get off the station and to go, we could take our 2 minutes extra. Tell us.
I'm an HVAC and our engineer, man.
You understand? Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. They just find Zingo is a fella that sing. Yeah. All they didn't know that he's an engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're into engineering.
And where I work is very dangerous. So I work in the heart of Times Square.
So they put a madman in the Times Square to work.
Yeah. So
I often say if I go to New York and I see one fella running through the snow crazy, I know it's you.
Any man you see, because I don't mix matters with the snow.
Yeah, you don't care about that. But
listen, it might be two men because I understand Mr. Watts just move through the snow crazy. He has speed in her.
Kenneth, morning. And I know Ken book flight already. I show on that. I show he booked their flights.
Yeah.
He booked their flights.
Yeah. That's a special birthday gift for his loving wife.
Yes, indeed.
That's our gift.
Yes, so
right
March 13th.
Right around the time of your birthday.
Yes. So folks, remember,
they'll be coming in.
Get registered and get registered today. You don't have to tomorrow. You only have today. Get registered. It's not
registered.
If, what, or but about it. Get registered today. You only have a few hours remaining. That's all the time we have for Hard Talk today. Yeah, but you know when we go in, we had to touch it again, man. Yeah, because we are independent country, you know. 44 days to election, 44 years, and we voting on the 13th of March. We're out of here.
Hey, who goes there? Wave your national color, wave your national flag. Let them know that we get right. Ever countries abroad. Wave your national color, wave your national flag. Let them know that we get right. Ever countries abroad. Flag on the head, flag on the hand, flag on the top, flag on the back, flag on the pole, flag on the seat, flag on the table and the heat, flag on the left, flag on the right, flag on the day, flag on the night, flag on the left.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, $70 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Between 2014 and 2017, $185 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, 1,265 youth engaged with the GIAP. Between 2014 and 2017, 3,725 youth engaged with the Amani program, with a spend of over $190 million. So let's keep moving. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choices. Between 2008 to 2013, the economy regressed every year. Between 2014 to 2017, the economy grew every year. Vote competence. Vote NNP.